ATM stolen, hardware robbed in Longville Park, Clarendon. A National Commercial Bank NCB automated teller machine ATM, which was boarded up to protect it from Hurricane Beryl, was stolen in Longville Park, Clarendon on Saturday. The police reported that an unspecified sum of cash was taken. The machine's vault was later discovered in a nearby Sandy Bay community. According to reports, the ATM had been closed to the public since Tuesday and protected with plyboard to shield it from the anticipated effects of Hurricane Beryl. Meanwhile, police say that Stewart's Hardware, which is adjacent to the ATM, was also broken into and robbed. The hardware store manager reportedly discovered the break-in and theft at approximately 8 a.m. on Saturday. Some community members have attributed the theft to the ongoing power outage in the southeastern community. Longville Park has been without electricity since early Wednesday ahead of the rain and wind associated with Hurricane Beryl. Investigations are ongoing. JDF rescues 9 fishermen from Morant Cave and not 11. The Marine Air and Cyber Command of the Jamaica Defense Force JDF announced that 9 fishermen were rescued on the Morant Caves following a search and rescue operation on Friday. According to a release from the JDF over the weekend, initial reports indicated that 11 fishermen were missing, but subsequent reports confirmed that the number to be 9. The fishermen reportedly departed the Cow Bay area in St. Andrew for Morant Caves in 3 canoe-type vessels on Saturday, June 29, and were expected to return on Tuesday, July 2nd. When they failed to return and efforts to reach them proved futile, the JDF was conducted to initiate search and rescue operations. The JDF stated that the fishermen were found trapped on Morant Caves after deteriorating sea conditions due to the passage of Hurricane Beryl made it difficult for them to sail. They were escorted to shore by service members of the JDF Coast Guard, where they were reunited with their families. The JDF has advised seafarers that overdue vessels and vessels in distress can be reported to the MAC at 876-926-8121, extension 40046 or 876-836-1216. The JDF reiterated its commitment to utilizing its assets and operational capabilities to preserve lives and ensure the safety and security of all our citizens. St. Catherine North Police's persons of interest. The St. Catherine North Police have listed several persons of interest in various activities across the division, including Spanish Town, Linstead, and Old Harbour. The following individuals are to report to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch CIB by 6 p.m. on Saturday, July 6. The following persons are wanted in Spanish Town area: Javon Aspinall, otherwise called Touch the Road. He is from Spanish Town City, De La Vega. A man known only as Wormy of De La Vega in Spanish Town. Brian King, otherwise called Ratty, of Kitson Town, Spanish Town. A man known only as Mangoes from Kitson Town, Spanish Town. The following persons are of interest in Linstead: Orin Downer, a man known only as Akeem; Ryan Clark, otherwise called Squaddy, a man known only as Bob; a man known only as Sean; Glendon Amos, otherwise called Bull. From the Old Harbour Road, the police listed these persons of interest: a man known only as Them; Howard Miller, otherwise called Howie; Tyree Campbell, otherwise called Baller. These individuals are believed to be able to assist the police in their investigation as it relates to several incidents that occur in the St. Catherine North Division and its environs. More pain. Amid the devastating impact of Hurricane Beryl, which has affected electricity, water, and cell phone services across the island, a government minister has urged Jamaicans to prepare for more disruptions as the tropical wave heading towards Jamaica this weekend could negatively impact restoration efforts across the island. This is a current weather system bearing down on Jamaica now, and because the ground is particularly saturated from days of rainfall associated with Beryl, we should monitor food notices from the Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management (ODPEM) very closely. This system is not a wind system, it is a rain system, and it is one that we continue to monitor very closely. We are very clear that this rain will also have an impact on some of the recovery efforts, so we ask you to bear with us said Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Matty Samuda. Samuda was speaking at a press conference held at the Ministry of Science, Energy and Telecommunications and Transport on Friday. He noted that while stakeholders are working to improve conditions, Jamaicans should expect inconsistencies and delays due to the magnitude of damage caused by Hurricane Beryl. Over the coming weeks, there will be no doubt be moments when these things appear that they are going well, and there will be moments as you repair things that things don't appear to be going well, but we are giving the public a commitment that we will keep you informed over the coming days and the coming weeks, he stated. Samuda said a hurricane system like Beryl is unusual at this time of the year and said that this, based on the government's position, it is led to believe that this is a consequence of climate change and its effect on the environment. In the meantime, Chairman of the Jamaica Public Service, Damian, announced during the press conference that up to Friday morning, 45% of customers now have access to electricity, which is approximately 315,000 customers across the island. Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport Darrell Valls used the opportunity to announce that he will not hesitate to accept overseas assistance to speed up power restoration across the island. I have already received calls from CARICOM and from other international partners who are ready and waiting, so we'll be putting in place and getting all the information that is required and putting a team together with JPS to make sure that if there is an issue of restore challenges, that we'll be able to deal with these as a matter of urgency. But I have been assured by the chairman that they are comfortable and satisfied, noted Valls. PM vows sustainable hurricane recovery assistance to Clarendon residents. Prime Minister Joe Holness has told residents in Clarendon who were badly affected by the passage of Hurricane Beryl that along with emergency assistance, the government is moving to bring sustainable help to them as they seek to recover from the weather event. Holness made the pledge during a tour of Clarendon Southeast on Saturday with Member of Parliament Pernell Charles Jr. The Prime Minister spoke to residents in Lionel Town, Portland Cottage, Mitchelltown, and Rocky Point amidst intermittent rainfall and indicated that some of the assistance which the government intends to bring cannot only be short-term. Holness said it has been borne in mind that the hurricane season is expected to be active and therefore a mere short-term fix to the roofs of houses may not be advisable. Apart from the necessary short-term intervention, we also have to think medium-term as we deliver relief. There are some things that we're going to do, particularly as it relates to the reconstruction of roofs. It's not going to be good enough to just tack a back of zinc onto the roof. We're going to have to figure out ways to ensure that these roofs that we do, that they are properly done, Holness stated. The Prime Minister noted that the Labour and Social Security Minister, which is headed by Charles Jr., will play a vital role in Beryl recovery effort in Clarendon and across the island. So between myself and your Member of Parliament, who happens to be the Minister of Social Security, we will ensure that you have real assistance towards not just the repair of your house, but to have a better structure erected, Holness told Darnett Lofter, whose house was wrecked during Beryl and is now flooded due to subsequent rainfall. Holness said the damage in Clarendon is severe and requires serious attention. In other words, the severity of the damage is far more than what I have observed in other areas, and that is because of several complicating factors. First of all, the issue of drainage. This part of Jamaica, Southeast Clarendon, and indeed the coast of Clarendon coming around, is at low or below sea level. Therefore, it makes it almost impossible to have proper drainage, and it is almost an inevitable that even mild rainfall, you will have flooding, Holness observed. Holness noted that scores of roofs have been destroyed, light poles felled, and residents are facing a major challenge returning their daily lives to normal. The government will therefore be mobilizing very rapidly to assist very rapidly. We are already mobilized. We are already assisting those persons who are in shelters, and I have witnessed the mobilization support there, he noted, adding, the mobilization to help those persons who are in need, but not in shelters, that has also begun. We will increase the level of support because as I drove around, it was quite clear that the needs are great. So the instant help with tarpaulins, with water supply, care packages including food and water is being mobilized. He noted that work is taking place to return portable water to communities in Clarendon within a few days. Holness also assured residents that work is also underway to bring back electricity to the community in the parish. He urged residents not to be fooled by unreliable sources who hollow promises are made, but to depend on established information channels, including those operated by the government and reputable media entities, for updates on plans to assist them to recover from the storm. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.